I have always tried to be a friend to my daughter. I feel if your daughter feels safe enough and protected enough to come and share everything she wants to with you, there can't be a better
100%.
relationship than that, especially for a father-daughter.
Yeah.
You know, they want to have just ears to listen, and she's at that age where she wanted a couple of pairs of ears to listen to, because she'll not tell you when you want her to tell you. Her active time frame is dinner done, ready for bed. The minute she's lying down on the bed, that's the time she's wanting to talk to you.
Right.
When you're completely sapped out at the end of the day, that's the time she wants to share everything
about the day.
Everything about the day.
Yeah.
And you're chasing her 6 o'clock in the evening, saying, okay, how was your day? What happened? Tell me. I'm too tired. I don't want to say anything. Can we talk later? Blah, blah, blah. And then, so to be able to give that time, I think that's some of the learnings that we both as parents have had.
But my natural rhythm is probably not to address the emotion
Right.
first, but to
logically
address
solve
the situation.
Right.
Right? I think that's just how
That's
we are
beautifully
as
said.
people.
Right.
Whereas she will be like, listen, he's hurt. So
What
solve
is
the
he
emotion.
feeling? Yeah. How is he feeling?
Solve for the emotion, bring the emotion under control, and then maybe your logic will work, get through.
Yeah.
But if the at this stage, emotion overwhelms them,
always,
right?
yeah.
So it's also that.
Actually,
So
there's
I
a lot
think-
of emotional regulation happens through that as well,
Yes.
right?
You know, the lunch boxes they see both of us doing, or dropping them to school, they see either of us doing.
Yeah.
So there is absolutely no gender-based role.
And it's good for kids as well, because they do better at school and they grow up to be happier, more well-rounded individuals if they have a close relationship with both parents rather than just one.
I have a great relationship with her. Many nights a week, I'll sit on the edge of her bed or sit in the chair in her room, and we'll talk. Like, oh, how do you do that, man? I was like, well, I started sitting there with her when she was a newborn, and I put her to bed. And then, when she was 3 and I had time and she wanted to go outside and go on the swing, I'd go out and push her on the swing for 10 minutes and I'd get back to work. And it was sort of an iterative process.
it builds. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, you can't just parachute in.
Correct.
And so that was important, to go public on that.
Is that I wake her up every morning for school, and I pick her up and I go to the balcony and we say hello to the world. It's something which it's a simple thing, right? We do that except for maybe weekend when both of us want to sleep in, but we both make sure that we are doing that as without a fault, and it's a bonding piece for us. We love, and she'll remind me, like, Papa, hello world, if I ever forget on a weekend, or the simple fact that we all as a family pray together at night before we go to bed, and it's not like a religious thing as much as it is just like being grateful.
If there are 100 kids, I would see 95 kids with the maids and the servants.
Oh my God. It's funny
There's
you mentioned
hardly
that.
any parent there,
I know. It's
So
funny I'm reacting because
it's a-
when I drive to my community,
Yeah.
in the play area comes when I drive in. This is exactly what I notice.
I feel very sad because I see the child hugging the maids. If they're getting scared or something, they'll go and hug the maid.
Correct. Because that's who they have.
And that's who they have. And it's strange that the parents don't realize this. You are missing out, your child is missing out on the only phase that you have in this entire lifetime.
Right.
And you're just letting it go. For
Yep.
what? For
Yeah.
what? I mean, because you're just busy somewhere. I think it's ridiculous. Yeah.
You're paying a price for everything. There is
sure.
a price for everything. How much of the price are you ready to pay? Is the question I ask to parents. How is it evolving? I see a little bit of disconnect between parents and children today. I see a lot of it is a little bit of external validation that's come into play.
Yeah.
I feel the conversations between four walls and the conversations that had boundaries seem to be blurring because everything's up for social consumption.
Yep.
It could be on social media or it could be with friends or anybody you're discussing. Those boundaries are blurring.
Blurred. Yeah.
But I think one of the big things for me as a father has been learning and knowing when to say sorry to them if I react or if I behave in a way which isn't right. And I say that when I'm in a depressive mood and my energy levels are low, and I'm having challenges just kind of, I guess, turning up, it's easier to snap, or it's easier to not focus on them.
The more you hug your child, the more emotionally strong they become as they grow up. Okay, and it's a very important aspect. The physical hugging is so important. Of course, the mental or emotional hugging is a different thing, but physical touch, physical hugging brings down their cortisol level, enhances their brain capacity, enhances their emotional strength, makes them calmer as they grow up in life. All these things are stress-free. All these things happen when you are hugging your children. And when the mother is not doing, the father has to do. And both have to do. The more you do that, the better emotional connect with your child as they grow up.
If somebody asked me what have I earned by not working, it would be the fact that if Ashwi is looking more for me than for her mother, that's what I've earned.
Right.
We definitely want to say this. If financially possible, I think it's the best decision to make so that you can be called Chief Dad Officer.
Yeah, I love
Back
that.
at home.
I love that headline of yours. बच्चे छोटे होते हैं. Usually dads and moms, they're all in that stage of wanting to make it in the career. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of forces acting on you. In spite of all your wants.
No, it is a choice you make.
Exactly.
It is a choice you make. It is not about so much pressure. Pressure to hamesha rehta hai.
So you made those choices.
I made that choice. It was my choice to do that, and choice out of pure love and emotion. Right.
Not as a duty.
Not as a duty. Yeah. It was not something that I took upon my ego or something like that. It was just very natural for me to do that because I wanted to do it, because that was coming straight from the soul, that I wanted to do it.
You are a 30-day replacement policy in your company, but you are a lifetime no replacement in your family. So prioritize your children, prioritize your family, because think of it. You've quit your job. When I quit, I knew I could be replaced in 30 days. What's the big deal? And you're going to regret not being with your son, being with your daughter, just playing a game of cricket, watching that you are evolving. Why is it getting so difficult for parents today? Because of increasing choices?
The joke answer is having a good shared Google Calendar.
Okay. I'll tell you, there's not a lot of parents who do that.
But it's helped. At least visibility, from a visibility standpoint, because I have my own thing happening. Devyan has his own schedule now. He goes to preschool. They have their own activities.
So you throw it in there too?
Yeah, all of it. Like parent-teacher meeting and some activity, some park visit, some whatever.
Continue to do even then. Those are things which we even do today.
That's
right. And then it could be as simple as when the kids have gone off to sleep. Even today we do that. We sit down and maybe we are having our chamomile tea together. Right, late in the night at 11 when the kids are off, and then we're just sitting down together and having our, regular talk of how the day was.
Myself, that was great. I would have liked more, but 6 weeks is 6 weeks is good. Way better than what people get. Yeah,
which is how much?
It's 2 weeks paid at less than half the minimum wage, so it's £184 a week, which is not enough to live off. It's below the poverty line.
And just being healthier in terms of lifestyle as well. When we enjoy all the stuff everybody enjoys in terms of eating and having a drink and everything else, but if you have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning, which is what I wake up at, is that I wake her up every morning for school.
9 to 11 workout, 11 to 12 this, 1 o'clock lunch, evening snack, pickleball, read or watch TV, go to sleep. If you are shooting, go to the gym slightly early, go for work, in the break, do a little bit of functional if you can to keep yourself limber because you're sitting all day. Come back home, eat, read, go to sleep. So I follow it like a soldier. Like a soldier, if your colonel tells you 1300 hours, stand under that tree, you will go and stand under that tree. You will follow that order. So I follow that in my brain.
Spend as much time as you can with your kids. Give them as much love and affection as you can, because that stays with them. Even if they don't like it, give it to them. They grow up and then they don't like so much cuddling and all that, but give it to them for sure. And give them as much positive atmosphere as you can. Give them, nurture them with hope and positivity. That's all a child needs.
And I think, initially I did that a lot being a dad. It's like, is this right or is this right?
Big weight on your shoulders.
Yeah, is this right or should I do it this way? I'm like, just go with it, and you'll make some mistakes and then you course correct as you go along. I mean, there's no right way of doing it. There's no manual, there's not a science or anything. That's what I've learned.
Life is all about planning, but life is all what happens when it happens.
Life happens when you're planning.
Exactly. And that's exactly what happened. Like, and you were just taken aback. You're like, how come us?
I feel that every parent is different. Parenting is like a thumbprint. Every single relationship is different. So I don't want to advise or tell people what to do. But I'd say, make your daughter tough. We have this thing that, our sons should be tough, but our daughters should be like, that's a stupid thing to do. Make your daughters even tougher than your sons,
I don't think we have to try so hard to be our kids' friends. We just need to be a parent. Like, I don't want to add that extra pressure of, oh, you need to be my friend or I need to be your friend. I'm like, I'm your parent, right? You don't have to hang out with me all the time. You don't have to. And that's what maybe I've used to kind of make things easier for me in terms of how I look at being a parent, is that if you add that layer of I'm your friend also, you are also bringing up scenarios where that being firm as a parent gets diluted.
The boundaries,
boundaries get blurred. Like, oh, you were cool about this till now. What happened then? I'm like, no, 1 second.
Yep.
I'm open to discussing everything, but this is not discussion, right? It's something which I say even today. And you can only do that if you have that line.
If you catch yourself, right, then you care about doing a good job, and you do, and then that's what happens. You end up doing a better job the next time around. Next time I sit with him, I'll not be on my phone. I'll make sure that
when it's their moment, they do their
dependable.
duty. Yeah, exactly. They look out for their family. They're there when it matters. They'll take the hit. Like, that is something that a lot of men resonate with, and it's positive. So we try to lean into things like that in how we talk about paternity leave.
Yep, absolutely.
There are only two things that moms can do that dads cannot do. A mom can carry a child for 9 months and give birth, and if she so chooses, she can breastfeed.
She can breastfeed. Yep.
Other than that, moms and dads are interchangeable.
And how many times have you gone and told your child, I'm sorry, I was rude, I shouldn't have said that, I'm sorry, that hurt you. I'm not a sage that I don't make mistakes. Of course I do, but I know when I'm making a mistake, I am fully aware, but at that point in time, the ego has taken over, the self is not being able to compete with the ego, and I know that I'm doing wrong, but what can I do now? I've just let it go. I've blown the top. I will go back and apologize.
My personal advice would be not to set yourself a limit. As in, I'm never going to drink again. It would be try a week, or try tapering down. Try to start with, I'm not going to have any alcohol in the house, so I'm not going to drink at home. I'm only going to drink when I go away. Or go out, or what have you. Unless you're out 7 days a week, obviously that's not going to work. But if you put pressure on yourself, classic case. So when I stopped in 2021, it was the 1st of January 2021. I got so drunk on New Year's Eve. I woke up feeling absolutely horrendous. I said, I'm going to do dry January.
Yep.
I didn't say to myself, I'm never drinking again. I said, I'm going to do dry January. Did dry January. Felt good. Had lost weight.
Slept better.
Just felt better. Felt better within myself.
Invest on experiences, not on things, right? The more experiences you share with them, the deeper the connection, the more opportunities you have to actually help them.
I try not to lecture too much. I try to listen and have conversations more than lecturing, and that's difficult for me. You're probably noticing just even in our conversation here, like I have no problem talking for a long time about my thoughts on something, right?